Imagine you are standing in a dark room. You cannot see your hands. You cannot see the door. You feel afraid because the world is hidden. Then, someone does something simple but brave. They strike a small match. Suddenly, the darkness is gone. That tiny flame is not just fire, it is an idea. That is what innovation feels like. It is the moment when someone looks at the dark and says, "I can make it bright." Today, I want to talk to you about a very special power we all have inside us. It is the power to think differently. Many people believe that innovation is only for scientists in white coats or for geniuses who build rockets. They think it is about complicated math and expensive machines. But I am here to tell you that innovation is much simpler and much more beautiful than that. Innovation is a choice. It is the choice to look at an old problem and try a new way to fix it. It is the courage to ask why, when everyone else says, that is just how it is. When we look back at history, we see that the world did not change because of people who followed the rules perfectly. It changed because of the dreamers who were not afraid to be wrong. Think about the first person who thought humans could fly. At that time, people laughed. They said it was impossible because humans do not have wings. But those dreamers did not look at their arms. They looked at the birds. They studied the wind. They failed hundreds of times. They fell, they got hurt, and they started again. They did not see a wall. They saw a challenge. Because they thought differently, we can now cross oceans in hours. This is how innovation works. It begins as a small, lonely thought in one person's mind and grows into a bridge that connects the whole world. But why is it so hard to think differently? It is because our brains love comfort. We like things to stay the same because it feels safe. From the time we are children, we are taught to follow the path. We go to school, we learn the facts, and we repeat them. However, the world is changing faster than ever before. The old paths are not always leading to the right places anymore. We have big problems today. We have problems with our environment, our health, and how we talk to each other. We cannot solve these problems using the same old thinking that created them. We need a new kind of energy. We need the energy of innovation. This does not mean you need to invent a new computer. It means you need to bring a fresh heart to your work, your family, and your community. Innovation is also about empathy. It starts when we look at another person and wonder how we can make their life better. Think about a person who cannot walk. For a long time, the world was a very difficult place for them. But then, innovators looked at the problem. They didn't just see a disability. They saw an opportunity to design better wheelchairs, better buildings, and even technology that allows people to move with their minds. This change did not happen because of money alone. It happened because someone cared enough to think differently about what is possible. When we innovate, we are telling the world that we believe in a better future. We are saying that the present is not the end of the story. Sometimes, people are afraid to innovate because they are afraid of failure. In our society, we often treat failure like a bad word. We think that if we fail, we are not good enough. But in the world of innovation, failure is just data. It is a lesson. Every time an idea does not work, you learn one way that it shouldn't be done. This brings you one step closer to the way it should be done. If you want to change the world, you must be brave enough to be bad at something for a little while. You must be willing to be the person who has a silly idea. Remember, every great invention was once a silly idea. The telephone was a toy. The internet was a dream for a few professors. Do not let the fear of looking foolish stop you from being great. As you go through your life, I want you to practice the art of what if. When you see something that is broken, do not just complain. Ask, what if I tried to fix this with a different material? When you see people arguing, ask, what if I listened instead of talking? When you feel bored with your routine, ask, what if I walked a different way today? These small shifts in your mind are the seeds of innovation. You do not need $1 million to be an innovator. You only need a curious mind and a willing spirit. The world is like a giant puzzle, and many of the pieces are still missing. You might be the person holding the piece that makes the whole picture clear. Innovation also changes the world by bringing us together. When we share new ideas, we build a common language. A young girl in a small village can create an app that helps her neighbors find clean water. A teacher in a big city can find a new way to explain science that makes every student feel smart. These stories happen every day, and they remind us that we are all connected. Your ideas are not just for you, they are gifts for the rest of us. When you choose to think differently, you are giving us a new way to see the world. You are opening a window and letting in the light. In conclusion, I want you to look at your life not as a finished book, but as a story you are still writing. Do not be afraid of the blank pages. Do not be afraid to change the plot. The world does not need more people who are the same. It needs your unique voice, your unique problems, and your unique solutions. Innovation is not a destination. It is a way of traveling. It is a journey of wonder, mistakes, and beautiful surprises. So, go out and look at the world with fresh eyes. Believe that things can be better, and believe that you are the one who can make them better. The future is not something that just happens to us. The future is something we build, one different thought at a time. Thank you for your courage to think, to dream, and to change the world.